Hello and welcome back to the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. I'm Devin Grubb,
And I'm Zach Grubb.
and today we are going to talk about everyone's favorite employed bestie, Robin Buckley.
We are seasons 3 through 5. We get Robin.
Yes.
And she kind of feels a little bit like a different character each season.
Yeah, so we get how she's introduced in season 3, and she's like this super fun, kind of all over the place person, but she's a great addition, and then we kind of lose that a little bit.
She's deeply
In
sarcastic in season 3.
Yeah, but we kind of lose what we loved about her in season 3 and season 4. And then season 5 happens and we get a little bit of that season 3 element back, but not like too much.
She still leans pretty heavy into the silly.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't like her much in season 4. But I do like her again in season 5 because I feel like she's got some there's some sarcasm back and everything, and she's not pitted against Nancy as much
Yeah.
in season 5, and that's I mean, when we get into it, we'll talk about that, but like that's a big reason why I don't like her in season 4, because they're too against each other.
When they are forced into situations where they need to play off of each other,
Mhm.
they don't have the chemistry. And that's wild to say in a cast that is constantly showing off their chemistry.
Well, to me, I don't even know that it's that. It just felt like they were like, "Oh, well, we can't have two strong female characters, so we need to have Robin kind of fall under Nancy."
Yeah, they almost decided she needed to be silly
Yeah,
in order for it to work.
but that's season 4. We'll get there. So let's start with our introduction to Robin, I guess.
Yeah, and we meet her at Scoops Ahoy.
Scoops ahoy! Working with our boy Steve.
I wrote that she is deeply sarcastic right out of the get-go
Mm-hmm.
and revels in Steve's failure.
Yeah. That's like she's constantly ribbing him in this season, especially when we first meet them. Like, she's got her you rule, you suck board.
Yeah.
And like she deeply dislikes him.
And it's great that they actually get into why. It's not just
Yeah.
like, oh, I dislike him because he's Steve Harrington and he's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's deeper
it
than
goes
that.
deeper than that. But she kind of immediately wants to get involved in the shenanigans because she's bored at work.
She hyperfixates too.
Yeah. 100%.
I did say that there's something. She's much tougher in season 3 than I think she is throughout the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Her anxieties don't rule her in season 3.
No. You don't even really realize that she has them in season 3. She doesn't let them show because like, even when, I mean, I feel like we're kind of jumping all around, but that's fine. She's willing
It's
to,
in the spirit of
right.
Robin.
She's exactly. She's willing to dive into like these risky situations that they all get into without really having any kind of context about it. And I mean again, jumping around, but like she's immediately willing to jump in and help Steve protect the kids. Like, she's she stands up for herself and for him. Like, she tries to hold her own against the Russians. Like, that's not something we see past this season.
You're right. There's no real indication that she will throw herself headlong into danger without like. And I mean,
overthinking it.
Right, which isn't to say that she doesn't do that. Like, she's part of the whole Vecna crew.
Yeah.
But she also, like, we'll get into it, but she and Steve have their whole conversation. It's very much like Robin is the one thinking ahead. and thinking about the severity of their situation.
Yeah.
Whereas season 3 Robin, who we're introduced to, is like, we're cracking Russian codes.
Right.
And I want to know everything that's going on, and I'm going to risk my life for this. And I just found out about it yesterday. It's interesting.
It's drastically different.
Yeah.
And I mean, in a sense, I I I get the doom and gloom because 4 is full of doom and gloom,
Of course.
but it doesn't feel the same way that it does with this season. She's she Robin in season 3, I feel like, is very much act first, think later.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Whereas in season 4 and season 5, it's no, I'm going to think about it first and then we'll act. It's very, and I mean, that could be attributed to her spending more time with the group or whatever. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens off camera.
I mean,
But
also, like, I guess you could say that when paired with Steve, she realizes she has to be the adult. But, like, honestly,
maybe
no.
because I guess maybe because after the events of season 3, maybe she's like,
But,
well,
like,
we can't both run into fire.
Yeah. But
Somebody
like,
has to be there with the fire extinguisher.
The anxiety just gets ramped up so high after season 3.
And we don't see it in season 3 like at all.
No, not even a little.
Because she doesn't even seem scared when they're with the Russians.
No. Like, she doesn't even seem concerned until she sees Steve got beat up.
Right. And even then she's like, it's not like, oh my god, it's like what the fuck did you do to him? Like,
Yeah.
what did you do to my friend?
She's very smart in season 3. She keeps up with Dustin.
She does keep up with Dustin. She cracks the code.
She does. I wrote that she doesn't hesitate to save the kids.
No, I have that too. That she jumps in right away to help Steve keep the kids safe. She's got like that protector energy with him right away too, and she barely knows these kids. Like, it's not even like she doesn't have an established relationship with them.
Yeah, she's
like
been
Steve
friends
does.
with Dustin for like a whole day.
For maybe a day. She doesn't know Erica at all, really, but she's willing to, risk her life essentially to make sure that they're safe.
This is a woman who is brought into a room with her beaten, bloodied friend, goes off the rails screaming at them about it, and then spits in a Russian's face.
Yeah.
This is not the same person who gets nervous around Nancy.
Yeah.
Just for based solely on the fact that Nancy might think she and Steve are dating.
Right. Like, it's completely different, but
so then they get high.
Well, I also, it goes along with what she doesn't stop fighting for them once they're in the same room together. Yep, they get high, and we have it's a great that scene between the two of them is great.
We talked about it.
We talked about it during Steve episode, but I mean, we have to talk about hers too.
It's fantastic. It's incredibly well done by both of them.
Yeah,
like we talked in the Steve episode, we talked a lot about his kind of instant, acceptance and like essentially olive branch of friendship.
Yeah,
by treating it like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
but by this is not a big deal. This is not, the defining characteristic of who you are to me.
No, and like it, and in her side of it, her coming out to him is essentially her way of like shooting him down. Yeah, because right before that, he's saying how he likes her,
but also she doesn't have to come out. But
she doesn't have to. No, she could have lied, but she at this point trusts him enough to open up and tell him her biggest secret. And And she has found true friendship with Steve. It's an unlikely pairing, but it's legit.
Yeah, and they both come out of this experience with the Flesh Flayer and evil Russians having made a friend for life.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And hold on,
Hmm.
real quick, because after saying that, I realize season 5's epilogues did nothing to really make me feel any kind of way about Steve and her friendship moving forward. It made it feel like they weren't going to stay in touch.
We didn't even discuss that in Steve's episode, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, we will get there when we talk about season 5, but that's actually, now in hindsight, feels really messed up, especially knowing the lengths that Steve will go to stay in touch with Dustin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, season 4, because honestly, that's really all there is in season 3.
Yeah, I mean, she takes a page out of Steve's book in season 3 and is that like mama bear energy, and she's fun,
and she keeps it all the way to the end, because we do see her get Steve
I said she's
and her the job.
I'm like, well, I have back with like the Flesh Flayer. She's right at Steve's heels to help him save it, like help save the others. Like they run back to, to the mall or whatever, and then yeah, she helps him get a job because they're always looking for employment. She goes to bat for him there, like, look, dude, like,
do you know how many girls are gonna come into this store?
Gonna bring in the ladies. Yep. And don't you want the ladies? But yeah, that's pretty much it that's all I have really for season 3. But also, I said it's not really a season 3 note. It's more like a follow through for the other seasons. And I said it in Steve's episode too. I guess being tortured and interrogated by Russians doesn't count as having trauma.
Yeah, I guess not.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that you were tortured by Russians at the age of 17. You're fine. You can just move on with your life.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Go work at Family Video. It's all good.
I feel like this episode might end up being on the shorter end for us, because there isn't as much to say about Robin. But when we get to the end of season 5, I have a feeling we're going to spend a good chunk of time
talking about Robin about issues, season 5, or just
yes,
okay,
talking about issues with how she is portrayed in a lot of different ways.
Do we ever get to season 5 and not talk about issues?
But I think we'll be able to keep it focused this time around. I really do. So let's talk about season 4.
I have a public service announcement before we talk about season 4.
Oh.
We had some new guessers this week, which was really fun and exciting. And shout out to Jen. Rewatch Rituals is her Instagram handle. She guessed Robin. We had a super fun conversation. She DM'd me and she guessed Robin. She was correct. She also has a podcast. It is Jen and Bree Fandom Friends, so go check them out as well. So shout out to you, Jen. Good job.
We should see if they'd be interested in talking about Stranger Things Tales from '85 with us.
Oh, I'll find out if they watched it.
Yeah.
We can talk about that. Fun.
Yeah, could be a good time.
We liked it.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, back to season 4 and Robin. She's got a crush.
Yeah, season 4.
That's how it starts.
Yeah. It opens on her being understandably scared to take a chance on her crush, Vicky. And
boobies.
Yeah. Yeah. Who pauses fast times at that time signature? People who like boobies.
Like boobies.
You like boobies. I like boobies.
Vicky likes boobies.
Who doesn't? So, I also wrote, already she's kind of acting nothing like herself from season 3.
Yep.
Like, all of the charm of her character kind of melted away.
She won't stop talking. She's super scatterbrained. And all over the place, like, but more so than when we were introduced to her. and she's very worried about Vicky.
I feel like the whole scatterbrain side of it in season 3 was non-existent. Like, we did see her act manic on occasion, but it was always targeted and focused.
Yeah.
This kind of scattered, I don't know what I'm doing mindset kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I get that.
Now, that said, she is still wildly smart. They absolutely stuck with her smarts.
I did say she's incredibly smart, but they underutilize her brain.
Yes, often.
And that happens especially here. And this is what I was saying about the whole her and Nancy being pitted together, because Nancy is also smart. They can't, it's like, oh, we can't have two smart ladies at the same time. So
one of them needs to
one
be
of them has
relief.
They essentially made Robin the funny one and Nancy is the smart one, because we can't have, serious and smart and funny and smart. We have to have serious and smart and funny. But I digress. What do you got? I don't know. My next thing isn't until she goes to the library with Nancy.
She figures out Reefer Rick's location. She is the one who calls out the 30-year gap between Victor Creel and now. So she's still observant. But
isn't that while they're at the library?
No.
No. Okay.
That's before they go to the library to learn more about him.
Okay.
But like, she gets manic the second that she is around Nancy, just like you were saying.
Yep.
Like, I specifically wrote that down, that like this behavior didn't start until Nancy was standing in front of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they're at the library together. She's the one that finds the reel that leads them to talk to Victor.
Yeah. But I also put that she's overly talkative with Nancy and over explains herself, because Nancy is just outright being a bitch to her.
Yeah.
Because Nancy is threatened by, even though she doesn't admit this, she's threatened by Robin because Robin has a relationship with Steve.
Which comes back to what I was talking about during the Steve episode, that if they didn't want us to like if they didn't want us to want something more from the whole Steve Nancy thing, why did they have Nancy act like this?
Yeah.
Through all of season 4. If they were just gonna drop it, what was the point of all of that? I'm only saying that because it literally pertains to what we are talking about right now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stop there and just let that hang in
let
the
it
air.
Hang.
That I will never understand why they went that route.
Let it linger.
Did you have to? Did you have to let it linger?
But no, you're right. You're right. Whether you shipped it or not.
Yeah, no, this isn't a ship thing.
No.
This is like, the show blatantly has Nancy act this way to Robin.
To Robin because of Steve.
Right.
There's no other reason for it.
And it's just like, oh, we completely rewrote season 5 and we don't like that anymore, so we're not going to use it.
No. Okay, but we didn't forget what happened in the previous season, guys, just because you did. Anyway.
Your Junie B voice almost came out
I
there.
know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, they're meanie Jim. But she's also trying to be friends with Nancy.
Like, desperately.
Desperately, in her own weird way. Like, she wants Nancy to like her and accept her.
Also, I just thought about this because we're talking about everything in sequence. That means that Nancy and Robin probably, they met during the whole Flesh Flayer thing towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
They went through that entire large battle, saved each other's lives, essentially. Like, the whole group saved each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then proceeded to not talk to each other until
for like
this point. Just interacted 0 times.
When they're also in the same grade.
Yeah.
And they're both smart, so they probably have like classes together. They've most likely seen each other in the hall and everything, but like they just don't interact.
So that would mean that Nancy started being shitty with her immediately afterwards while Jonathan was still around.
Yeah, you would have. I mean, I would think that. Otherwise, why is it coming out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
This is so weird now in retrospect.
Because there was a good 3 months between, like we talked about it before, between what happened at the mall and them going to California.
Yeah.
Because the mall was July, they left for California 3 months later, which was October. So, like...
They clearly didn't interact enough for Robin to feel any kind of comfort in spending time with her.
Yeah.
Which means that any kind of interaction they had at school was
probably
hello,
less than stellar.
Is like, hello, person who I defeated a giant monster with. Hey, how are you? Bye.
Right.
Like,
I can't be bothered with you.
Super weird.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think you would interact just, a little bit. So that you wouldn't be so shocked and threatened by this person's friendship.
Right.
Anyway, she's uncomfortable dressed like Nancy. To be honest with you, I don't even think Nancy would wear what they have Robin in when they go to the... That was my next note. I don't know what you have.
I wrote that entire scene of her whining and bitching about being uncomfortable is just straight up character assassination.
It's really not, like...
It does not fit this character at all.
Like, yeah, I get that it's something that she wouldn't wear, like, character-wise. Her character, no, she would not wear that. But I don't think her character... Knowing what they're doing, I don't think
understanding the severity of their situation.
Of what they're trying to do, like, I don't think she would have been, like... The Robin from season 3 would not have been like, oh my god, this is so itchy and I'm so like...
Yeah, this is the same woman who infiltrated a Russian base in a sailor outfit.
Right, I don't think she's caring about fashion.
My god. And like, yes, she uses her motor mouth to get it done and like trick the guy, but it's still that was the point of season 4 when we were rewatching, where I kind of sat back and was like, this is a different character.
Yeah.
From here on out, this is not season 3 Robin. They are two completely different people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I don't know who chose that. I don't know if that was a creative decision from the Duffers or if that was like
Maya Hawke's decision.
Yeah, if that was Maya Hawke's decision. I don't know. Maya Hawke's a great actress, so
yeah,
I can't imagine it was completely her.
I'm gonna say, based on some of the stuff that we saw with her in the documentary about season 5, I don't think that a lot of this was her.
Yeah.
Maybe some, but not all. I mean, you did say it. Her oversharing and nonstop talking does benefit them a little bit. Because it is ultimately what gets them in with Victor Creel.
Yeah, the issue isn't how they did it. The issue is that it came from that character. Like, season 3 Robin would have handled that situation by putting brass tacks to the guy.
Yeah.
Not by, I don't know. Not by going on a tangent and getting worked up. And like, I don't want this to sound like, oh, well, the woman got worked up. No, like, it doesn't make sense for that person to take that route.
She's not as tough as she was in season 3.
No, not by a long shot.
Yeah, like, she might have gotten worked up like, if we took season 3 Robin and put her in this particular situation, she may have gotten worked up, but she would have been angry worked up.
Yes, I could have seen her doing the exact same thing, but angry.
The exact same speech,
instead of like impassioned.
But angry. And when she does, like, she's more flustered.
Yeah.
And this, like,
pleading.
Yeah. And I don't, it wouldn't have been that way if you took how we were introduced to her and had her do it that way. Like, it would have...
It's all coming from a place of nervousness rather than moxie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Absolutely. I agree.
And then I literally have no more notes on her until like the end of the season, because I feel like aside from a couple of moments with Steve, she kind of fades into the background.
Well, I do have that she's already kind of taken a shine to Eddie.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I don't think I can, I don't want to have to tell him any bad news anymore. Like, I don't think I don't want to see his big doe eyes break again. And I said this before. I said it on the Eddie episode. I would have liked to have seen their friendship a little bit more explored, because I feel like they did kind of have one. He kind of protects her a little bit in the Upside Down when they have like the with the earthquakes and everything. So that's just my thought.
Your 2 cents.
My 2 cents on the whole thing.
I mean, this whole show is our 2 cents.
It is just our 2 cents.
4 cents. You rub them pennies together. We don't even got enough for a nickel.
No.
That's it, Uncle Endicott. I got no sense at all.
No sense at all.
Tell us if we should do a podcast about Over the Garden Wall.
About Over the Garden Wall.
We love Over the Garden Wall. Anyway.
Well, what are we gonna do when we're done with that? I mean, we're eventually gonna run out of Stranger Things stuff to talk about.
They renewed Tales of 85. We've got content for days.
They did. All right. Anywho,
so we do have the scene with Steve, where she takes that doom and gloom approach.
Yeah.
Which I get.
I get it. You know, he's like, well, what I don't understand. Like, you know, he wants her to be thinking about her love life, and she's like, dude, we could die tomorrow. Like, I'm not worried about that. She's taking more, in that sense, it's kind of more the realist. Yeah.
Which is, I think, maybe closer.
That's close to her, you know, her character.
To the established
I feel like, to the established character from season 3, absolutely. You know, it's like, we're literally making Molotov cocktails. Like, Nancy's sawing off a shotgun. The Sinclairs are making spears. They're making, you know, spear shields.
They're getting ready for
We're
battle.
getting ready for essentially an all-out war here, and you're talking about my love life. Like, we have bigger fish to fry.
Meanwhile, Steve's like, hey, we all need something to look forward to.
Right.
But after that point, she kind of disappears.
Well, I say that she's timid and relies too heavily on Nancy and what Nancy thinks or wants her to do.
I also wrote that.
I don't think season 3 Robin would have done that.
No. I'm going to say it again because I feel very strongly about this, that they kind of turn Robin into a background character for the last episode or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's really only there to mildly comment on things or to cause problems a little bit, because like they get hit with that little earthquake and she's the one who steps on the tentacle and then they get dragged into the wall.
That's true.
It's not her fault.
No,
but like
no. Anybody could have done it, Robin. It's okay.
Yeah. But then, you know, she's really just there to hand over Molotovs.
She throws one. They both, her and
You're
Steve
right, she
throw
does
them.
throw one. But like,
they both throw the Molotovs and Nancy shoots.
Yeah.
So she's there to do something, but it's probably because Nancy told her to.
Yeah, and Nancy kind of takes the front in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Which she should. Like,
she's a great, like, there's a reason why she's always got the gun.
But even the lead up, it was like kind of the Steve and Nancy show.
Yeah. Like them walking through the Upside Down and everything. Robin's kind of by herself, and it's them two in the back. We don't really see what Robin's doing.
Yeah. So.
But then when all the shit hits the fan, she still has that work ethic. She gets them she doesn't have a job, so she's got to volunteer instead.
That's true.
We want to help.
And she ends up making peanut butter and jellies with her crush. And for a minute, we get Confident Robin back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Mostly because she realizes that she and Vicky have the same tism.
They have like they match each other's energy. Sorry, my brain stopped working for a second.
That's okay.
But they match each other's energy.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that when they have their little conversation in the beginning of the season. Excuse me.
Yeah, they match each other's
when they're in band and they're talking and their conversation about like she does sound like a Muppet, like that they, we have that, but then everything kind of goes to pot, so we don't really see them interact again until here. Well, we see Vicky again, but they don't interact because Vicky's interacting with her boyfriend.
And she does see Robin, and she kind of like looks at her a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want her to see me with my boyfriend.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, you get that vibe. Vicky likes boobies.
I get it. Just another instance of Steve being right.
Steve's always right, but nobody listens to him. Listen to our episode about Steve. Nancy's beating him, and I can't have that.
Yeah, it's a little messed up.
I can't have that. Nancy's numbers are higher than Steve's. I can't have that. Go listen to the Steve episode if you haven't.
Let's talk about season 5 Robin, because I actually have very few notes on season 5 Robin.
I have a few, not a whole lot, but a few.
I feel like Robin was boiled down to the fact that she was gay for season 5.
There's a lot of that. She's employed again.
Who isn't?
Who isn't employed?
Yeah, that's a good point. I just meant like, aren't she and Steve always employed?
Yeah,
they're children.
Her and Steve are always employed. So she is the fast talker, Rockin Robin,
the DJ for the squawk.
I just have to say the fact this has, I mean, it does have something to do with Robin, but like also it's so. And I hate to use, like, the cringy, but it's so cringy when they're in the hospital and Will sees her and he calls her Rockin Robin. Like, he's standing out, Robin! Rockin Robin! Like, dude, come on. What? No. I feel I'm embarrassed for you.
Like, she's a local celebrity and I need to meet her.
Right?
Like,
right?
Will,
like, dude, you know her personally. Anyway, that's my aside.
So, she's out there living her truth with Vicky, even if it is behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors. She
wants to take her to Enzo's.
Bad news first, always. She quotes our dear friend Edward Munson.
Yep. As a good friend once said.
As a good friend once said. See, okay. Anywho. I do like her and Will's relationship. That they kind of find each other.
Yes.
She helps to get him away from Joyce.
Yeah, because she recognizes that he has a good idea.
Right, that he has a good idea, that he is not a little kid anymore, and he's trying to make that known, and nobody's listening to him, but Robin is listening to him. So she, maybe goes about it the wrong way, but...
Yeah, but that's fine.
But who cares?
Anything to help foster some independence in the kid.
Right, because he needs it. He has a good idea. He can be useful. He wants to be useful. He wants to help. He is essentially he's the catalyst for all of this. And she's not Joyce isn't letting him do anything. And Robin sees that.
Yeah.
And then she kind of takes him under her wing.
Yeah, she clocks what's going on with him pretty quickly.
Yeah. Gives him advice.
Maybe even a little better than he does.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good. And to be honest with you, when we were first watching it, we thought that put a big red X on Robin's back. Because she was becoming chummy with Will.
I don't want to say I'm disappointed that they didn't kill Robin, because I'm glad they didn't
I'm glad that they didn't kill Robin either.
I am very disappointed that they gave so many characters big death flags and did nothing with them. And again, this isn't to say that I wanted them to kill people.
No.
It's to say that they kind of let us...
They made us think that things were going to happen.
Yeah, anybody who knows how to write or has watched enough media in general throughout their life and is like picked up on writers' tropes and the way that things work when you're building a narrative can see from a mile away, like, okay, you've taken a character who is mildly important, has been there for almost everything, but hasn't really had the spotlight, so to speak.
Yeah.
And you're making them a mentor to a character who has always had confidence issues. That is the recipe for a mentor falling and a pupil rising.
Yeah.
That is Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. That is... I don't know. I can't... What's another example? Like, I'm sure if we sat here and really thought about
mentor and...
Mentor falls, mentee rises.
Mentee rises.
I don't remember if he died, but the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
yeah, it's a trope.
But yeah.
The point is, the fact that Robin was never even in significant danger is very weird.
Yeah.
It's what makes all of these things that happen throughout season 5 feel like missed opportunities. The fact that they were set up to be one way and then not even subverted, just ignored.
I like Dick.
I also wrote that, and I forget what it's in reference to.
I think it's when she's saying about the is it The Great Escape?
Yes.
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yes.
Or whatever. Like, I think that's what it's in reference to.
Because
it's a person's name, and she's like, I like Dick.
I like Dick.
Right. The first of many Dick jokes in that episode. Which I'm gonna say, and I think I said it last week, I didn't have a problem with them because I thought they were funny. Maybe I'm mature.
It's funny.
It is funny. I don't have a problem with the stuff that they made Robin say. I thought it was funny. But I'm immature.
I thought it at least made sense for the character they built up in season 4. And I like the fact that Steve called it out. Is like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Right, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Because yes, that is their friendship. That is absolutely in line with how they conduct themselves around each other.
100%. We jumped, but that it needed to be said. Because I've said that she kind of helps Will understand who he is.
Yeah, she tells him about Tammy.
Mm-hmm. And basically tells him, once you forget about everyone else, then you can truly be who you like yourself, comfortable with yourself.
I wrote down this quote because it was very, very good. And I'd venture to say that this is good advice, regardless of whether or not you're struggling with your sexuality, just
in general.
Anything. Yeah. Her line, I was looking for answers in someone else, but I had all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Love it. And coming from Robin, that's a great line.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And honestly, I read the Robin book, and that is like truly from reading because the Robin book takes place before season 3. Like the school year before season 3. So like seeing how that started and then her journey in the show and then that line, like that's the perfect like full circle moment. Because in the Robin book, which I didn't really like, she really doesn't know who she is or what she wants to do. She's dreaming of essentially escaping with Tammy. Right. So like, which is wild.
Look, if there's anything Parks and Recreations has taught us, don't trust a Tammy.
Don't trust a Tammy. Come on.
Or even a Tamara. Also, I'm gonna bring this up because I just realized it. What season does the Nancy Robin book take place? Because they made a book with Nancy and Robin.
I think it's before season 4, or it might be And no, it is after season 4. Because I feel like I saw on the interwebs there is like a mentioning of their graduation and Eddie not being there because he is dead.
All right, I think we're gonna have to read that one.
We might have to read that one.
Yeah.
We might have to read that one. There's the Dustin one I want to read too. So like maybe we. Oh, look at that! We just found more content for ourselves.
Hey, look, we found you some content. Anyway. I feel like that's kind of, again, well, I just say that's where Robin goes for the rest of the season.
She figures shit out a lot. When Will comes out, she's genuinely proud of him for, you know, being brave and true to himself, and
that's something she hasn't even done
because
yet.
She has not done that yet. At this point in the show, the only people who know are Steve, Vicky, obviously, and Will.
Yep.
That's it. Nobody else. So, at least that we are aware of.
Murray's pretty smart. I'm sure he knows.
But like, so she is looking at Will and like, wow, like, I might have helped him do this. Like, I helped him find the confidence in himself to do this. Maybe I can do it too. Kind of, I don't know. And then I also say that she hated that she had to ask him to be Vecna, because she is the one that asks him to do that.
Yeah.
And she genuinely does not seem too tickled that she's the one who has to ask him to do that.
Yeah.
Because she has, you know, developed this relationship with this kid.
She recognizes that is literally his abuser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And has been since he was, what?
A child.
11 years old?
A child.
I hate you sometimes. Anyway, but you wanted to talk about the epilogue, because that's, you know, they have their big thing. Oh, we didn't fight. We fought Vecna. Me and Steve don't have any trauma. 18 months later.
18 months later, Robin's in school. I can't remember if it was said directly or not, but it seems like she and Vicky are broken up.
Yeah.
Why? Like, it seems, I guess it's realistic. Relationships don't always last, but like,
she says something about an overbearing girlfriend, and
yeah,
I think that's supposed to be a reference to Vicky.
Yeah. So like, she's off at school, and like the whole vibe of that entire scene is, you know, the friends who are growing up and pretend and like promise they'll see each other every year or something, and you know it doesn't really happen.
It doesn't
happen. But
it doesn't
like,
happen. We live it.
I've got a couple of my people I'm seeing on a pretty regular. Thank you, Magic the Gathering, but you know, I've got a few people I see on a regular cadence.
I need to do that.
Yeah, you need a Magic the Gathering. It should be Magic the Gathering. Anyway, let's continue talking about this, because the whole vibe of that is very weird for Steve and Robin.
Well, they did go to the graduation together.
Sure.
Because they sit next to each other.
Sure. But like, Steve and Robin are two people who got each other through arguably the toughest times in their lives, both during and between all of the shit that we see in this show.
Yeah, because I would have to imagine that, like, with the Steve and Dustin falling out, that Steve was probably, like, confiding in Robin about it a lot.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, he even says it because they're together, when he's trying to when he gets Dustin. He's like, did you hear that tone? Like, did you hear how he's talking to me? Like,
this is a conversation that they've had before.
Right. Like, this is not the first time.
So, like, the idea that those two don't have a functional friendship anymore is very weird. Like, Steve will jump in the Winnebago to go grab Dustin for like a vacation or a weekend. And you're going to tell me he's not doing that with Robin too? Like,
right. Right, like, why isn't Robin involved? Robin was his best friend.
And he is a fixture in her life.
Mhm.
And you're gonna give me the vibe that they're not putting the effort into seeing each other?
Doesn't she know about him being, like, the sex ed teacher and stuff, though? Like, I have to imagine maybe they keep in touch a little,
Yeah, I guess they probably talk more because
like,
yeah,
on the
she is.
phone.
You're right. She is the one who mentions that, I think.
But, like, I get where you're coming from. Like,
Right.
we th to me, they're not a phone call friendship.
No.
That you like, 'cause
They're a
you
let's get
they're
beers on the weekend friendship.
right, like, we had every single job together.
Right.
You know what it like, so, like,
Like
it's
I moved
weird that
away,
it's
you stayed in the hometown, but we're still gonna like
right,
travel to see each other
yeah, it's weird that it almost like you're saying, like, it feels like they don't actually come face to face with each other
often.
often. Like, no, does that make sense for, like, him and Jonathan and, like, him and Nancy to not see each other often? Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
But like nothing's holding them back. Robin's a student.
Mhm.
Steve is working a 9 to 5. He doesn't have a family.
He's not it's not even a 9 to 5, he's a teacher.
Well, also a coach.
Yeah, but still, but yeah, no, but he doesn't have no.
He's got a
They
regular
make
job.
it very clear that he doesn't have a family.
Yeah, they're very deliberate about that. So it's not like they're in a situation where they have responsibilities keeping them from seeing each other.
Yeah,
Or lives busy enough where they couldn't make time for it.
right. No, I agree. I mean, he's a baseball coach. Baseball season is not all year.
I mean, he might be the coach for everything, but that doesn't matter because we see it.
It doesn't matter.
We see it with him and Dustin. They show us that.
Right.
So
He literally comes to Dustin's school with his Winnebago and picks him up.
yeah,
You, I mean, maybe I'm maybe in my head movies.
Robin's in there
Robin's
too.
either already in there or they're gonna pick Robin up on the way because we don't know where Dustin went to school. Maybe Dustin's the first stop,
Maybe.
and he's got to go get. I got to go get Robin because she's more south.
Sure, but
I don't know.
But the entire vibe of that scene between the four older characters was, we are going to drift apart.
Yeah.
That was very much the vibe that they put out there.
Oh, well,
And
yeah.
I feel like that was caught by everybody.
Yeah, and it was because there's so many things about them set like what you had said. Like this is, oh yeah, we're gonna see each other, you know,
That defeated
every
in
year.
Philly. Like,
right? Yeah, every year. That's that. Sure, yes, we are. But everybody who's in their 30s knows that like that's really hard to do.
Yeah, unless you live down the street from each other, it is not simple.
No. But like but I totally get it.
It makes me upset.
No, it's because it's you know, and you said it, I said it. They're not telephone friends. Don't make them telephone friends.
And like, I've talked a lot in this episode about character assassination for Robin. I don't think she's the type that would let that happen.
No. No. Not with Steve anyway. Like
No.
she came out to him.
Her inner circle is so small.
Exactly. She really she doesn't have anybody else.
Granted, she could in that time.
In that time, sure.
Absolutely. Maybe she's living, a more out life where she has a new group of friends up at her new school.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that doesn't mean Steve no longer matters.
Yeah. He was a super important part of her life. I mean, unless it's like, oh, this isn't my life anymore. I moved on. I don't know.
And like, people who face out of this universe, literally, demons together probably don't, go on and live normal lives like that where they can put stuff behind them so easily.
No, I imagine years and years of therapy.
So, I'll be honest, that's everything I have to say about Robin.
I don't have anything else either. And I love Robin.
I do too. I love that character. I like her best in season 3. Season 4 Robin is wildly inconsistent and weird. Season 5 Robin kind of strikes a balance between the two. I think she's better in season 5 than in season 4, but nothing tops season 3.
No. We keep coming back to this, though.
That season 3 was
that
really, really good.
Season 3 is like everybody's peak.
It's peak Stranger Things. It really is. Every character probably has a good chunk of their best moments in season 3.
I'm not going to move it in my ranking, though.
I already did. Season 3's up higher there for me now.
So I still am 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. I only like part of me wants to move season 3 up higher than 1 and do 4, 3, 1. But I feel like season 1 was so like, I don't want to say groundbreaking, but I think you know what I mean.
I do.
I can't put it. I don't feel comfortable moving it down.
I don't have that issue anymore after all these conversations we've had. I am now sitting at 4, 3, 1, 2, 5.
I mean, maybe talk to me after we've done all the characters.
Yeah.
Cause I have feels about one of them. So maybe after we talk about that one, maybe then I'll change my ranking.
Okay. I didn't want you to say it out loud. So I wrote it down.
I'm not, because I don't want anybody to know the order in which we are talking about said characters.
Gotcha. All right.
You know, it's a surprise every week.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Well, I think that's where we can cut for today. I am excited for our next episode. It's gonna be good. Unless we decide to talk about Tales from 85, we'll see.
Well, we'll have an episode next week. It just might not be a character deep dive.
might not. We might put that off for a little bit.
And like split up maybe do like 2 episodes on Tales from 85.
I feel like we could probably do the whole show all at once.
Yeah. Our kid really liked it.
Yes, she did. That was great.
She was really into it, which I loved, because she really wants to watch the real show.
And she cannot.
And she can't.
We'll probably end up watching it again.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she wants to watch it again. She asked me the other day if we could
there
start
you
it
go.
again. It's like, no, we just finished it.
Long story short, just a preview of our thoughts. The new character is basically a fanfic version of Eddie.
I have so many
not gonna get
feelings.
Into it.
I have so many feelings. We won't get into it until we have our episode, but there was okay.
Anyway,
why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that?
Because now I feel like my brain is gonna be on fire because I can't say my thoughts.
You can just say them to me after we sign off.
You already know them.
So, signing off from the Hawkins Hellfire Collective, I'm Zach Grubb.
I'm Devin Grubb. Dusty Buns gets it done.